Hey, what's going on, you guys? I know it has been a while, but a lot has happened if you couldn't tell by the fact that the recording situation looks a little different. I don't remember where I put the folders that I usually have for the background. Eventually, I will have a background again. This is very much a random setup. Obviously, I have moved locations and such and such. So, I do apologize, but as everyone's probably aware, costs of everything are up, which is part of the reason why I haven't done a whole lot of reviews. So, um, but thank you for your patience. I hope um, everyone is doing well, and let's get right into the review. As a quick side note, I don't know what after this. I don't know what review is gonna happen. When another review is gonna happen. This is not me saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna do one for 6 months" or anything like that. I'm saying that as like a. I've got other things, obviously, as everyone does in their own life, and because of that, um, it's probably gonna be varied. I hope to get to a point where we can start seeing more reviews because I really like doing these. Obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be doing this channel. So, anyways, let's get into the review. So, we are reviewing. Wow, this is not a great space because you guys can barely see the packaging because it is dark purple. But this is Star Wars The Black Series, Mandalorian and Grogu, Imperial Remnant AT-RT Driver. There's a packaging, there's purple. I apologize for you guys not being able to see it. There's a picture of him back there. And the read up is just like a promo for the movie. I wish they actually would do the description for the character. So yeah, I am aware that the movie comes out tomorrow. I think. Does it come out tomorrow? Or is it next Friday? I think it's next Friday. But I digress. Let's take a look at the action figure here. Now, the reason why, so I guess I haven't discussed like action figure waves or anything that are like have been out or whatever, and what ones I want. The particular reason why I wanted this guy here is because this is a brand new trooper. This is, I mean, not necessarily an action figure design, but like, well, actually, it does have new pieces, but we'll get into that here in a second. Like it legit is a brand new variant of a trooper. Um, and I really like it. It's kind of like combined of a shore trooper. Actually, I guess the better description would be the AT-ACT driver because that actually had the white shore trooper helmet, and a little bit of the armor here, at least on the top, like the chest piece here, right, is kind of still like that shore trooper kind of thing. But then like below that, it becomes pretty much like a snow trooper kind of vibe, and it's pretty cool. There's not really any accessories with him except for the obvious, so we'll take a look at that right now, which is, well, if I can get it out of the holster, why is it not coming out? There we go. Is this blaster pistol here? It's pretty standard nowadays. I think we first saw this with the Death Trooper, which I do have actually in the background there. If you couldn't tell by all the feet right here, this is where my Empire display is for Star Wars. So it's kind of fitting that I have them right here. But yeah, so yeah, I just wanted to get and it does have a holster which fits like so. I have the sight on the outside. One curious thing that I do find is I was looking at I wanted to learn a little bit more about. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory about what this guy does, but I wanted to see like if there was any photos of him from the movie yet or anything like that. And I saw the Hot Toys version of this character, and that version had the longer like sniper rifle kind of gun. So if that, I don't know if obviously we haven't seen him in the movie yet or anything. if he uses that, why didn't he come with it? I think it would have made it a little bit more worthwhile if he came with both, especially since obviously he doesn't have an AT-RT to write on. I hope they make one. I can't imagine how much it's going to cost. Nor do I really have the room for it, but it would be really cool to have one. So, and it's really interesting because the AT-RT has been around since the Clone Wars, so that was the original. So it was kind of cool to know that they still use it. So actually, I'm going to bring you guys back here because I am sitting on the floor, if you can tell, so I have to work this out here. But take a look at it. So, it's supposed to be Remnant, so it's a little dirtied up, but they seem to have kept it a little cleaner. I think because it is a brand new, trooper, so they kind of wanted to keep it a little cleaner. I do know about the Imperial Remnant Stormtroopers that are out for this movie. I do want both. I will say the one with the kind of customization options where you have like the pauldron and like the bandolier, where you can either do one or the other, or do both, or do none, is a little bit more worth it, but I do want to get both of them. I hope they make it a Remnant Snowtrooper, because it looks like to be a new design as well. Outside of that, I hope to get like Colonel Ward. That would be really cool. So, yeah, so let's take a look at the details. Obviously, Shore Trooper helmet. And I think, no, these are different. So I'm looking at the old Snowtrooper that I have. These are different. Got, wrinkles and the tan and the snow. For whatever reason, like the knee pads and like here, and also since the neck joint is separate, I had to like re-rotate that to get to its centerpiece. So just so you guys are aware, if you're doing the same thing. Got the pouches, the buttons, kind of standard fare for a trooper of the the Imperial Army here. All the little buttons and details. So, but yeah, like I said, it's kind of a combined of a shore trooper and a snow trooper. So, which the shore trooper is one of my favorites. It's one of my favorite designs. In fact, I will bring out at least one of. I kind of want to bring out more of the AT-ACT trooper, because the helmet is also white. So, and that's pretty much it in terms of that. But let's do articulation. So his head can move up that much, down that much. Get a little bit of tilt, look side to side. There's a butterfly joint. Shoulders move out. They do rotate. I'm just not going to do it fully. Single joint elbow that swivels. And they have those ball jointed wrists now, so they kind of move all around. I will say these rotate, so be aware of that when you're posing. So they got two joints here, so that allows him to go that far back, that far forward, tilt, tilt, rotate. Leg kicks back about that far, kicks up about that far, kicks out about that far, and the upper leg does actually rotate. And then you have a single joint knee that rotates, and a boot cut, and then the ankles go down, they go up, and they got ankle pivot. So yeah, let me get this guy stood up so we can at least do a couple comparisons here. Like I said, if he does use that rifle in the movie, it'd be really cool to have gotten it with him, especially since, like, at least for now, he doesn't have a vehicle to. Okay, I recognize that is a rug on here, so it's not going to be perfect. I'm going to try to get it to a better. Maybe if I just. Okay, that's probably a better look there for the comparisons. So The main comparison I want to do now, I could technically do a couple different ones. But the main comparison I want to do is to this guy right here, which let's see if I can get him to stand. Bit of an older figure, but is this guy here. And there is some slight differences between the helmets. I think even sculpt-wise, yeah, this one, the eyes are a little... If you look at them, the eyes on this one are a little bit more of like a dash. This one has like a random sculpt, but I think, yeah, this guy reused the Shore Trooper helmet, so interesting. So they made it, I think, more accurate with this one here. So that is interesting. I can't tell which one. I'm not taking the Shore Trooper out right now. But I wanted to show this one because, you know, both of them kind of share the Shore Trooper look, but it has, I primarily wanted to show like the white armor. So like you do see kind of the upper chest piece, and but see, this one had the buckles painted, and you know, the slight paint deco differences in the helmet. There's some slight, yeah, the back is mostly the same, and this red piece isn't painted, but that's probably because that's not how it is. Interesting that even like if this is an accurate design, that they didn't have the Imperial symbol on there. That would kind of be cool. But these are both pilots, or well, drivers, since they kind of, you know, they maintain land vehicles, not space vehicles. So yeah, and this guy is actually one of my most prized figures because it kind of seemed to go unnoticed. I mean, yes, it was just like a repaint of the Shore Trooper, but it was a Target exclusive, and I found it because I was younger and I wanted a Shore Trooper, but we couldn't find the Shore Trooper. Like none of the variants. I mean, later, as you guys know, I did get one, and it's from Andor. I especially wanted the Shore Trooper cabin, and if they ever re-release that, I probably would still get it because he had that like specialized gun, and I just really liked the look of him. I couldn't find him, but my dad was taking me all over the place, and then we finally found the AT-ACT Trooper, and to me it was like, hey, it may not be the exact one, but it looks close enough, and it's its own unique thing too. So I was really glad to have gotten him. So, but yeah, so I'm going to end it there. I know it's kind of a weird one. I know it's very, like, not as, I mean, not that I've always been super professional or anything, but I know it's not like the best done video I've ever made. Hopefully that changes in the future. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.